Hey folks, how you doing? Talking about preparing a table, preparing your own table. Prepare a table for yourself. But this also applies to a group of people. They can prepare a table, like an organization or something. Uh, a nation, a country can prepare a table for the whole country. Leaders can get together and do that. Or a whole continent of people can prepare a table, okay, for all the people of the continent, whatever continent it may be. In other words, tables can be prepared by various groups as well as individuals. So I say prepare your own table. Speaking about an individual can prepare his own table, okay? But we also hear about this business about a new world order. We hear leaders of the world talking about a new world order. Where do they get this idea from anyway? You know what I mean? It's old. It's very, very old. It's nothing new. Hundreds of thousands of years old, as a matter of fact. This preparing a table and a new world order. Well, this is what the New World Order is about, preparing a table for the future or expected future events. Or individuals can do this too, you know. But this New World Order, though, comes to us from, let's say, cosmic considerations. Okay? It may be where it originated. Well, what are we talking about? Well, we can get to what they call precessional periods. We're talking about a period of 2,155 years, they say. This is a precessional period. It has to do with the zodiac. It has to do with going backwards around the zodiac. For example, we go from the signs Taurus, Pisces, or Taurus, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius. We're going backwards around the zodiac when we do that. Instead of going from Pisces to Aries to Taurus, we're going backwards due to this precessional business. Okay? And so a precessional period, like I said, is 2,155 years. So the world today is entering, let's say, or still entering into Aquarius, going from Pisces to Aquarius. We just spent 2,000 some years in Pisces at the beginning of the Christian era. That's when we entered Pisces. Around the time when the Romans invaded Egypt, etc. Around this time period. Okay, is when the world entered into the precessional period of Pisces. But now we've been in Pisces for, like I say, the last 2,100 some years. But now we're entering, or have entered, Aquarius. Okay? So we're entering into a new sign. When we enter into this new sign, there is a cosmic difference. A difference, a shade of difference, let's say, in cosmic energy that comes to Earth. You see. And so the humans of ancient times would make adjustments for this. They would tear down certain temples, build new temples to face the incoming cosmic energy. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new. Something like when they say the father is born as his own son. This is a change of cycles when they say that. there are larger cycles and smaller cycles than the precessional cycle. Okay? We go through cycles all the time. We live in a world of cycles. Day and night is a cycle. The beating of the heart is a cycle, back and forth, so forth and so on. So now, the thing is to prepare for the upcoming change, or the change that we're entering into. You see? So here come the leaders talking about the New World Order. They're talking about this very thing, preparing for this change. And might be very well talking about the cosmic change. Okay. And so people say, well, wait a minute. How come I've never heard of this before? How come we wasn't taught these things? You were not taught these things because it was not meant for you to know these things. That is, the ordinary folks were not meant to know these things. It was the religious order, the priests of the temple, and so forth and so on. They were up and aware of this. No, they ran the countries back in the old days. Well, so we have the Catholic Church is you know, it's like the religion of today, really, and other religions too. You know what I mean? They, I presume, I know the Catholic Church does. The other religions too, I presume, they know of these things. But yet the people don't know. They're still not telling us. But wait a minute. The people need to know now. Because years ago, if you go back 5, 10, 15, 30,000 years ago, things are different today. I can say that, yeah, a lot of the notions and whatnot, ideas back then, are obsolete today. Hey, we should know what's going on. You see, about this change. So the human being, the individual, can prepare his own table. Okay. And prepare for his life. Every human being should prepare his table. He has all that is necessary within himself. Okay. Prepare his own table and his agenda in life. You see. He wraps himself in his own rhythm to prepare his own table. So proceed through life with his own rhythm, not that of somebody else. Okay. This goes for a group, as I mentioned earlier. We'll take, for example, the women. Okay. They say something about breaking the glass ceiling. They say we should be making more money. We should be making the same as men make. Okay, granted. You do the same work, you should make the same money. Seem like that would be fair, okay, you know what I mean? But the women, though, it appears that they want to sit at the table of the menfolk. But the menfolk don't want them sitting at the table, not really. They would prefer the status quo. Well, don't let them rise too fast. Yeah, keep them down, like, you know. In other words, they don't want you sitting at their table. So the women okay, should prepare their own table. And you don't want to follow in the footsteps of the old. You want to create your own, the new. Remember the cycles, the old cycle, the new cycle. We're entering into a new cycle, or have entered into the age of Aquarius, a new cycle. Prepare accordingly. Know something about these things so that, talking about women, so that you can prepare your table for the future, now and in the future, instead of following in the footsteps of the old. We don't want to go back to Pisces, we want to continue on in Aquarius. In ancient times, the new child or a child was born mystically for the coming of the new age. Well, still in religious scriptures it would hold true today. Okay. Jesus is born at the beginning of Piscean age. You know? Aries had his child represented by a lamb. And Taurus had his child represented by the calf, the child of the bull or the cow, marking the beginning of a precessional period. They've always done it. Well, for hundreds of thousands of years they have done it. Okay. So now, people need to prepare their own table according to their own rhythm. Okay. Now, we hear people say, well, I want a seat at the table of this group or that group. Wait a minute. Prepare your own table. I heard leaders around the world in some certain countries or continents really, that we want a seat at the table. Now is the time, however, to prepare your own table because we're going through a cosmic change, you see. And going through these cosmic changes is indeed a good time to prepare your table. Even with smaller cycles, the individual, okay, can prepare his own table according to his rhythm, okay, at the change of a cycle. It's a good time to do it. The change of a cycle, you go from the old to the new. You're going to wrap yourself in your own energy. If this is a new thing for you, then it's time to do it, the change of a cycle. And this is a large cycle here. When we talk about the cosmic cycle, that's, let's say, 2,000 some years. A person can prepare himself now, according to this age that we're entering into, Aquarius, or that we are already into. It's new, nevertheless, okay? And it's new, it's time for that newness, that change. Usually depicted as a baby. The beginning of a new age is shown by the coming of a baby, a child. You create your own child according to cycle. We have the lunar cycle, solar cycles. Understand these cycles and creations. You can, work with your creations according to these cycles. Okay. But then, I say to those folks who want to sit at the table of someone else, create your own table according to your own rhythm. Even if you are a country, if you are a continent, whatever you are, create your own table. And now's the time to do it. You don't want to sit at the table of those who abused you, oppressed you, colonized you, enslaved you. You don't want to sit at that table. They don't want you there anyway. Create your own table. according to your own rhythm, according to the rhythm of your continent, according to the rhythm of your country, according to the rhythm of your people, your group. Okay, folks, have a good one, and I'll be getting back with you soon. Okay, bye.